my simple trading strategy part two. So yesterday I went over a simple strategy that I do on a daily basis, but I showed you guys exactly how to do this on the 5 minute chart on the lower time frames. But there's times where I like to go on the higher time frames, like the 4 hour, the daily, and do the same exact thing, but on the higher time frame. So just to recap, and by the way, guys, if you guys want to learn how to trade, if you guys want me to work with you one on one and show you exactly my full trading strategy and work with you one on one, mentor you one on Zoom, all you got to do is just shoot me a DM and I'll get you set up. But if you guys also join my Kashix team, you'll get my time as well, and you'll get one on one time with me on Zoom. So enough of that. Let's go ahead. I just want to recap. So I want to show you guys just to recap and show you guys how I trade. So I like to use session liquidity sweeps. Okay, so I'm gonna mark out my sessions real quick. This is the London session, and then over here is the Asian session. Okay, so I got my London session here, and I got my Asian session over here. Now, whenever price or the current session sweeps above, right? Whenever the current session sweeps above the previous session, in this case was the Asian session, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking for a bullish fair value gap, and I can mark it out right now. I can see it right now. That's my bullish fair value gap. Okay. Once price closes below that bullish fair value gap, it turns into a inversion fair value gap. Okay. So, and once that turns into a inversion fair value gap, I'm going to also get in a trade as well. I'm going to put my stop right above the current session high, and then the rest is history. Okay. I can catch this whole move down here if I wanted to hold the trade. Okay. And just to show you guys before I go to the 4 hour and higher time frames, if you guys wanted to, kind of know when to hold the trade, what you could do is you can use a tool called Anchor VWAP here. And then you see this yellow line right here. This is called the 200 EMA. And this blue line right here is the 50 EMA. So what I like to do is I like to look for the last candle that touched the 200 EMA. And what I would do is I would anchor a VWAP on that candle. In this case, was right here. I'm going to anchor VWAP there on that last candle that touched the 200 EMA. I call this the anchor VWAP handoff. And then as long as price stays beneath this blue line, I'm holding the trade. So literally, if I wanted to, right, if I really wanted to, I will hold the trade because price never came above this blue line right here, which is the anchor VWAP handoff. All right, as you can see, price stayed below it. Okay, so I'm going to continue to hold the trade. All right, this is good for swing traders, intraday traders, swing traders, or whatever you want to call it. But this is how I determine how long I should hold the trade. Okay, if I don't see price come above this anchor VWAP handoff or do anything, I don't see multiple closed candles above it, then I'm holding the trade. Of course, now if price would have did that, I would have closed the trade. Okay, so just that, I just wanted to throw that in there as well. But this right here is my simple trading strategy. I wait for the current session to sweep above the previous or below the previous session, and then I look for a bullish fair value gap if I'm going to be selling, and I wait for that bullish fair value gap to be broken. Okay, once that bullish fair value gap is broken, I'm going to go ahead and get in trade. Okay, but let's go ahead and clear all of this off our charts, and then I'm going to go to the 4 hour. I just wanted to give you guys a recap on how I do that. Now, we're on the 4 hour chart, right? We're on the 4 hour time frame. So what I like to do, right? I'll show you guys an example over here. I like to use the parallel channel. All right. And then I like to use this, right? The way I like to do this stuff, I like to do the parallel channel on the 4 hour. And then I also like to look for a bullish fair value gap inside of that, either at the top or at the bottom or in the middle of the parallel channel. I like to look for a bullish fair value gap, and I can see it right here. This is a bullish fair value gap right there. Okay. So now I have a bullish fair value gap right here. And the same way I do it on the lower time frames, the same way I do it on the 4 hour time frame. I wait for price or a candle to close below it. Now this candle right here turns into a inversion fair value gap. Okay, yeah, it turns into an inversion fair value gap on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, now once I do that, right, then I break it down to the 5 minute chart. Let's go over here. Remember, we did all this stuff on the 4 hour chart. Now I'm back on the 5 minute chart. Okay, and the same thing. This is just this right here. This all this stuff right here you're seeing on the chart that we did on the 4 hour time frame. It just gives me extra confirmation. Okay, and then when I go to the 5 minute chart, I have multiple options. I can either take this trade here based off of this. Because remember, let me go ahead and mark it out real quick for you. Right here, we got the we have the London session right here. And then over here, we have the Asian session. Okay. We have the Asian session here. We'll make that yellow. Okay. We have the Asian session here. Okay. And whenever the current session sweeps above the Asian session, that tells me that there might be a reversal about to happen. So what I would do is I'll go look for it. Whenever I see a clear bullish fair value gap after the session sweep, then I could have got in up here on this break and put my stop above the current session high. And then I could have caught this whole move down here if I wanted to. Okay, if I wanted to. Or if I want full confirmation based on the higher time frame, I could have just waited for price to close below, right? Close below. Because remember, this yellow zone right here is the 4 hour bullish fair value gap, okay? And I could have put my stop above there or there, and I could have got in here, okay? And the same thing on the same thing. What I'll do if I want to determine how long I want to hold the trade, I'll get my anchor VWAP, and then the last candle, right? The last candle that touched the 200 EMA, the yellow line, this orange line right here that you see, this orange line is the 200 EMA. I will anchor a VWAP on the last candle that touched that 200 EMA. And as long as price don't close above this blue line, I can continue to hold the trade and continue to hold the trade, right? If I wanted to, and continue to hold the trade. Simple as that. So this is part 2. I'm going to make a part 3 because I want to show you guys some more examples. I want to show you guys exactly how powerful this strategy is. And literally, if you do what I do, you will make money in the financial markets. See you guys on part 3.